For the most part, Bitcoin and other cryptocurrencies have stayed under pressure over the past several months. Do you think that Bitcoin will ever recover from its current price? Along with these issues, we'll also talk about the future of Bitcoin and other related crypto news. So make sure you watch this video to the end to know if the tightening of rules around leverage would cause Bitcoin to slide to $17,500. So without any further delay, let's get into it. If the price of Bitcoin can successfully reclaim its position above the trend line that it has recently broken, we may witness a significant recovery bounce. In such a scenario, investors should prepare for a return between $20,750 and $22,400. If Bitcoin fails to move above the broken trend line, it may be forced to gather liquidity between the swing lows of July 13th and June 18th, which are $18,889 and $17,578 respectively. The Bitcoin price remains in limbo after falling below $22,000 on August 26th. This sell-off was followed by a tight consolidation that resulted in another decline that brought Bitcoin below its trend line of support. A recovery above this level will indicate an immediate rebound, while a failure would likely result in a rapid continuation of the slump. Even though the technicals are bearish in the long term and ambiguous in the short term, crypto adoption seems to be going well, as the Monetary Authority of Singapore, MAS, considers implementing new restrictions regarding the use of leverage in cryptocurrency markets. This is happening simultaneously when the technicals are ambiguous in the short term. Ravi Menon, the managing director of MAS, stated that regular investors are unaware of the risks associated with trading and leverage. Still, he has also acknowledged that prohibiting cryptocurrencies will not be effective. Next up, is there hope for Bitcoin's price recovery? Maybe, maybe not. The Bitcoin price has breached the rising parallel channel created between August 19th and August 25th. This has resulted in a 10% drop to $19,513. So far, the sellers appear to be taking a break and letting the buyers take over. If this development is effective, it might spark a recovery surge to retest $20,750. However, depending on the momentum, this movement can continue to $22,400. The recovery of Bitcoin above the descending trend line, created by joining the swing lows of June 30th and July 13th, will serve as confirmation of this bullish advance. Despite the purchaser's effort, market makers are likely to aim for liquidity below the swing lows created between July 13th and June 18th, pushing the price of Bitcoin down in an effort to scrape it up. If buyers don't intervene, this might result in a decrease in extension from $18,889 to $17,578 specifically. So, what do you guys think about the fate of Bitcoin? Let us know in the comment box below. Now is the time to learn about what is driving Bitcoin's price. The price of Bitcoin dropped below $20,000 over the weekend in response to the Federal Reserve's extreme views. Fed Chair Jerome Powell stated in a speech on Friday that more interest rate rises might be implemented this year to battle inflation, bringing some damage to the economy. Edward Moya, a senior market analyst at Oanda, further explains that Bitcoin fell below the anticipated $20,000 price level as risk aversions increased, following further hawkish comments from Jackson Hole. The cryptocurrency market is increasingly trailing the stock market as of late, which, when paired with more public usage and the price declines that began the year, make it even more connected with economic considerations on a global scale. All of these factors have temporarily increased volatility and noise in the stock and cryptocurrency markets in the short term. But this is common during tumultuous times. The cryptocurrency industry is notoriously volatile, so the ups and downs are expected to continue. Bitcoin's all-time high was reached in the first few days of January, when it was just shy of $48,000. The price of Bitcoin fell below $34,000 in the same month, marking its six-month low. Since reaching an all-time high of $68,000 on November 10th, Bitcoin's value has decreased by 40%. In the past weeks, Bitcoin prices have fluctuated between $19,000 and $23,000. Here is a comparison between the current prices and the daily high point during the previous few months. $21,387.75 as of August 23rd, $23,653.46 as of July 31st, and $31,865.75 as of June 1st. Now, you must be wondering if we can conclude from this analysis that Bitcoin is a risk asset. Before I go further to draw a conclusion on that, let's take a look at what risk assets are. Investments that encounter a high degree of volatility in the regular course of the market are referred to as risk assets. Risk assets include stocks, commodities, high-yield bonds, currencies, and Bitcoin. Because you may anticipate regular price fluctuations in practically every market environment, Bitcoin was once thought to be a store of value that was fairly resistant to changes in the value of risky assets. That's not the situation anymore. Today's risk assets, such as Bitcoin and the larger crypto market, are impacted by economic phenomena like inflation, stock markets, and federal monetary policy. This specific decrease is occurring this year because market narratives have changed from risk on to risk off. As the Fed and other central banks begin to unwind excessive support, liquidity is drying up. The concept of bear markets is nothing new to seasoned Bitcoin traders. Bitcoin's price dropped by more than 80% from 2017 to 2018, but that was before significant businesses invested billions to enter the cryptocurrency market, like Fidelity and PayPal. What then should cryptocurrency investors do given this volatility? Well, the answer is nothing. Given the volatility of cryptocurrencies in the past, this gain is hardly a guarantee of a long-term turnaround. Both a decline and further price growth are equally possible for Bitcoin. Experts predict that there will be much more volatility in cryptocurrencies in the future, which long-term investors will have to keep track of. That notwithstanding, what can you say about the future of cryptocurrencies and Bitcoin's prediction? It makes sense for Bitcoin investors like you and me to be interested in how far the cryptocurrency may go, as it has demonstrated a consistent growth in value over time compared to any other cryptocurrency on the market. Bitcoin's value is expected to reach $100,000 by the year 2023, according to more pessimistic forecasts, while aficionados who are more positive about the cryptocurrency claim that $250,000 is not far off. JP Morgan sees a long-term high of $146,000, and Bloomberg says it might touch $400,000 by 2025. Other large financial organizations have also issued their projections, with JP Morgan expecting a longer-term high of $146,000. According to the findings of a recent survey conducted by Deutsche Bank, around 1/4 of Bitcoin investors anticipate that the price of Bitcoin will be greater than $110,000 during the next 5 years. Due to the fact that Bitcoin is still in its infancy, price projections are primarily educated guesses. New owners of cryptocurrencies ought to be aware of the amount of courage that is necessary to continue with Bitcoin over time. On the other hand, the most popular alternative to Bitcoin, Ethereum, has experienced a price reduction of around 11% during the previous 5 days. In recent times, Ethereum has been through even more turmoil than Bitcoin, with reports emerging of vulnerabilities detected in its expected network update, which is commonly known as the merge. The massive gap in performance between these two cryptocurrencies may be attributed to a single important factor: a significant improvement made to the Ethereum blockchain. The most popular cryptocurrency platform, Ethereum, which serves as the technological foundation for dozens of other cryptocurrency projects, is finally getting an update that has been a long time coming. The update, known as the merge, has attained near mythical status following years of delays that caused some insiders to worry if it would ever be implemented. However, if everything goes according to plan, the merge should take place sometime around September 15th. This is more than 8 years after the idea was first brought up. The upgrade upgrade would make Ethereum's infrastructure more energy efficient, therefore addressing the popular argument that cryptocurrency's negative impact on the environment exceeds any potential benefits it may offer. Ether is the platform's signature currency and the second most valued digital asset after Bitcoin. This improvement would create the framework for future upgrades that would minimize the substantial fees that are necessary to perform transactions with Ether. This change effectively sets the groundwork for a future that is considerably more scalable, far more energy efficient, and far more accessible to the average individual. To summarize, both Bitcoin and Ether are still more than 60% below their all-time highs, which were hit in November due to this year's crypto market meltdown. Since the high in mid-November, the industry has been beset by a slew of insolvency, liquidity concerns, and failed projects, resulting in roughly $2 trillion of value being wiped off the market. However, the latest Ether surge, which has seen its price quadruple in 2 months, has been swift. The surge might continue, although there may be some resistance around the $2,000 mark. So, that concludes today's video. If you found the video helpful, give us a thumbs up and don't forget to share the video with your friends and family. Also, let me know in the comment section what you think about the future of Bitcoin and Ethereum. Thanks for watching. See you next time.